Hey girls, this is Period Help for Girls, and today I'm going to be doing a review / absorbency test on the Always Maxi Long Super. Now, I have tried this pad a few times. I actually got it from, I got like 4 or 5 from my friend. And so I'll start off with the review. I don't have a big problem with these, but I'm not in love with them either. Personally, I don't have a super heavy flow, so I don't really need this type of protection. And I do prefer a thinner pad, because as you can see, these are pretty thick. But besides that, I like them. They have good wings, they're soft, they do absorb a ton, and I really like that. So we're going to start off with the absorbency test. So the wrapper is just, it's got the Always tab, of course, and the pad looks like this. It's actually not very big. It's pretty short and pretty, like, slender. It's not, like, wide. So I'm just going to unpeel that, and that's what the wrapper looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my cardboard. I'll do it like this to show you. And now it almost takes up the length. There's probably about an inch hanging off of cardboard. And I'm just going to take off the wing wrapper. And the wing wrapper just has the same bows as the regular wrapper. And the wrapper is like a light green with darker green bows. So I'll spread out the wings. And it looks like that. It has a leak guard core, if you can see the blue, like that. Okay, so here I just have 2 ounces of colored water. It's in an old hand sanitizer thing, but it's just food dyed red. And there's 2 ounces, so we are going to see how much it absorbs. So I'm going to do my best to show you. Might be a little bit difficult. So you can see it's picking it up pretty quickly. It seems to be sucking it down. And I'll dribble a little bit on the wings. I'm not going to do a ton though, because I think it's kind of unrealistic to have it on the wings, because if you think about it, they're folded under your underwear, so I don't know how you get anything on there, but I'll dribble a few on there just for the sake of the video. So, alright, I will feel it now, and I've used up about that much. It feels pretty dry. It feels a little bit damp, but nothing. Like, it seems pretty dry. The wings seem to absorb it. Like, I don't think they're leaking, but they don't exactly stay dry. They feel pretty dry. If you squish it, you don't get anything coming up, so. They're a little bit, like, the teensiest bit damp, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to go a little bit faster now. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to it seems to be still absorbing. Oh, I'm getting a bunch on the wings, sorry. Okay, I'll give it a second to absorb that, because I dumped a ton on there. The wings, like I said, they're wet, but I don't think they're leaking, which is good. So the pad looks like this right now. Sorry, I got food dye all over my fingers. I'll give it, like I said, I'll give it a second. It seems to be pretty wet right now, but I would say it's damp. I wouldn't say it's wet. And when you squish it down, nothing comes up. It seems to be absorbing. It looks like it has been raised a little bit. as you can see, like up here, like this looks like to be chunkier, I guess. I'm gonna keep going because it's not soaked. You'd probably take it off at this point though, and that's about half an ounce, or 1 ounce rather, I lied. I'm gonna keep going, and we'll see how much this thing can absorb. My prediction is it'll either absorb the full 2 ounces, but it'll be soaked, or it'll get very close and not be able to absorb all 2. I'm trying to get it in all the white spots. Ooh, I spilled. I will clean that up in a second. Okay, give me 2 seconds so that I can clean that little mess up. There we go. All better. Okay. It still doesn't feel very wet. It's definitely damp. Up here I put a lot. It's kind of wet there, but it doesn't seem to be done yet. It's definitely gotten raised. So I'm just gonna keep going. It's about half, or one ounce through. So I don't think it's gonna be able to absorb the full 2 ounces, but I'm just gonna load it up with as much liquid as I can to see what happens. Now I'm going to give it some time. It seems to be absorbing a little bit slower, not sucking the liquid up quite as fast as it was in the beginning. I wouldn't say that it's wet. It's still absorbing, and there isn't really any liquid coming up when I'm pressing on it. Yeah. I mean, it's wet, but it's not, the red is just not from the pad. But, it looks like I'm really bloody, but it's wet, but it's not leaking. Okay. So, I'll give it, like, 5 more seconds. So, here's where we are liquid-wise. It's absorbing a lot. I mean, 2 ounces is a lot. When you figure, like, this is, I mean, not a small bottle. I'm just going to dump the rest in here and see what happens. Alright, that's all of it. So as you can see, there's dark spots because it is taking longer to absorb. I'll do my best to show you. Hey, my hair. For a second I thought it was falling off. Alright, I'm going to do my best to show you. It's starting, like, these spots right here are where it hasn't quite absorbed yet. It's still feeling pretty wet. I'm going to give it a little bit longer to absorb. Alright, I think that's about as far as we're going to get. So as you can see, it's pretty soaked. It is actually, it's wet. And there is a little bit of liquid coming up, but it absorbed it all. I mean, it definitely, now we'll check to see if it leaked. Alright. And it didn't. This was from me earlier. Sorry, that's not from, oh, okay, this thing is full. Look at that. It's full. Big time. And it's heavy. Definitely. And it's definitely full. But it absorbed it. It definitely absorbed it. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. It's definitely wet. It's very wet. Like really wet. Like, this came out on me, like this whole drippy drop here. But it absorbed this whole thing. Like, that is a ton. That's a lot of liquid for one pad to absorb. And it is a Maxi pad. And that is about it. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to be uploading some more, so I will see you in my next video. So please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.